My name is Jordan Rinaldi. I am 22 years old. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. I am a student, a full-time student at UNC Charlotte, and I work full-time and I train full-time.
Hey, my name's Joseph Carroll. Everybody calls me El Dingo Loco. You can call me Dingo. I'm a lightweight mixed martial arts fighter here in the state of North Carolina. Fight out of Superior Mixed Martial Arts Academy in Hickory, North Carolina, and Chris Fry's Gym in Charlotte, North Carolina, and Renegade Boxing in Gastonia. I fight for Bread and Butter Management, represented by Cornbread and Kenny Letts from Fight Lab Promotions. And 3-2 as a professional MMA fighter and listed as a top 155er in the state.
On May 7th, Fight Lab Promotions will be putting on Epicenter Cage Fights 3, which is the first time pro fights have ever been brought to the Epicenter. You are the main fight of the night.
Am I the main event?
You're the main event.
Main event. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. My first pro fight. Very excited about it. I asked to get a fight with Carroll. I've been wanting to fight Joseph Carroll for a long time because he is well known around North Carolina and probably around the region in general. So been wanting to get a fight with him. He's talented. He's got a good record, a lot of experience. So.
Okay.
Jordan, this is your 7th fight total. Your first fight as a pro. This is Joseph Carroll's 22nd fight total, his 7th as a pro. The MMA for Real rankings puts Joseph Carroll as the number 1 155-pounder in the southern region, next to Spencer Fisher, who isn't included in the rankings because he's in the UFC. How do you, on your pro debut, expect to offset Joseph Carroll's extensive experience to try to come out victorious? Seems like the odds are stacked against you.
Well, there's numerous different things that go into this. He does have a huge experience advantage over me, and I give him all the credit in the world. He's a good fighter. He's been there. He's been in tough battles. So, I mean, he is worthy of having a good title to his name, you know. But I am 5 times more athletic than him. Any sport I've ever done, it just comes natural to me. I am stronger than him, without a doubt. I don't only train in jiu-jitsu. It's my main base, but besides wrestling, I've wrestled for 10 years of my life now. So my wrestling will cancel any of his wrestling takedowns that he wants. My stand-up, I train with some of the best in stand-up. I train with a UFC fighter and who was a pro boxer before he started MMA. We train with Olympic training boxing coaches. My takedowns, wrestling with Jeremy and Rodney, state champs in wrestling in North and South Carolina. I mean, there's so many people around me that are so great. I have 3 brown belts under Royce Gracie, one being about my size and very high-level brown belt, and Scott Zeman, and he's a monster, and I train with him almost every day. Train with Snake or Halle Hare and with Renard Brown every day, and I mean, there's just too many people I get to train with that have excelled my whole fight game to where I have no doubt in my mind that it's just going to be a complete domination.
Joseph Carroll, on May 7th, Epicenter Cage Fights 3, you're going to be facing Jordan Rinaldi. What's your prediction of the outcome?
Well, I'm pretty psyched about it. I mean, this will be one of my first main events as a pro. Jordan Rinaldi, he looks like a tough kid. I mean, he's got little stumpy legs. He says he's a legit blue belt under Royce Gracie. A lot of people don't know that I've trained with Royce and all that stuff too. So, I think it's a good stepping stone for him. It's his first pro fight, and he's getting the main event for his first pro fight. I mean, not too many people can say, "Hey, my first pro fight, I was the main event." Do I think he possesses what it takes to beat me? A lot of people says they have what it takes, and it just doesn't happen. I don't see him knocking me out. I don't see him submitting me. He's going to be hitting me, and I'm going to be smiling at him and laughing, saying, "Bring it on, big boy."
Jordan, you've trained with UFC fighter Rodney Wallace. Tell us about it. It seems like it'd be an experience that helps you in this fight.
Rodney Wallace, what can you say about him? He's a little monster, a big monster actually. He's shorter than me, but about 18 times bigger, and he's extremely strong. Numerous times state champion wrestler in high school, pretty good football running back in college. He was, I think, 8-1 or something like that as a professional boxer. He was knocking people out in his MMA all the time. I mean, the guy's just a monster in every aspect. He doesn't neglect any aspect of the game. His jiu-jitsu was lacking when he started training with us, so he worked on that double hard. He works his boxing, and he trains my boxing. He's probably the most influential because he's with me every day almost, so I get to train with a professional boxer who is at a high level. So him being in my corner in my camp, it's only helped my game. And to have him being able to be there and calming me down before any fight and helping me think about what I need to do, it's an experience that you can't get anywhere else.
Joey, there's been some comments made about the validity of your jiu-jitsu belts and Joe Hurst, specifically coming from Team Rock. What's your response to these comments, and how's that affected the rivalry with Team Rock?
Well, from what I've heard about Team Rock, they're real good at running their mouth. If they could submit people as good as they run their mouth, then they might be a legit school. I'm not too fond of Team Rock. I mean, look at a couple of the guys in the UFC. They don't have gas. They can hit hard, but they don't have cardio. They rely too much on running their mouth over fighting. And I'm going to tell you like it is. I mean, I'm the honest guy in the bunch. I may talk a lot of crap, but I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to come straight out and tell you that just because you have Hoist Gracie backing you up doesn't mean you're the shit. You know, you may have a belt, but at the same time, you got to back that up. Nobody else is backing it up for you. Hoist Gracie ain't sitting there saying, oh, yeah, this. He don't give a shit. You got to back your own back. So do I feel that them making threats towards Joe Hurst is going to change anything? You put any of them in there with Joe Hurst, and Joe Hurst will submit them with a laugh on their face. You know, I mean, it's not a serious rivalry, but you don't come into the state and saying, oh, I think I have what it takes to beat him. I'm a legit blue belt, and Joe Hurst is nothing. You don't do that to the guy who brought jiu-jitsu to the state.
Jordan, what's your prediction for the fight? What do you think's going to happen when that bell rings?
Let's see. I don't think Joseph Carroll honestly has anything for me on the feet at all. I really don't have any good videos to see of him. I've seen a couple of them, but I don't think he has anything on my feet. I really highly doubt he can take me down. I really doubt it. If he does, yay to him. That's impressive. If we go to the ground, if I'm on bottom, I'll submit him. If I'm on top, I'll punish him very badly. I say a second round KO. Yep, second round KO. Start of the second round.
Joey, give us your prediction on the fight. When all the dust settles, what do you think's going to happen? Do you think that you're going to be victorious in this fight? Tell us what you think.
Well, for this fight, I have changed a lot of things. I've worked a lot more on my stand-up. So you're definitely going to see more stand-up out of Dingo because a lot of people say, oh, he has nothing on the feet. He has nothing on the feet. You're still going to see me come out with the crazy-looking hair, the painted toenails. You're going to see me come out with the attitude that nobody can touch me. Nobody can lay their hands on me. You're going to see the Dingo that fights with more heart and stepping forward. Jordan's going to hit me, and he's going to look at me, and I'm just going to be smiling at him. I know he's never been in a caliber fight that I've been in, and I don't know if he can handle 1,500 people yelling my name while I'm pounding the shit out of him with elbows. I don't see it going out of the first round, but if it does, I know I can swim out to the deep water and swim back. I don't think he can. So if I don't submit him in the first round, I'm going to knock him out.